I know God's got a plan for me, for me. I know God's got a plan for me, for me, for me. I know God's got a plan for me, and I understand.
Bang, 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 boom. Good.
I receive his praises. I know he's the greatest. He gave us these powers, so this moment's ours. Cause God's got a plan for me. Yes, he does. I know God's.
They're enjoying All-Star Weekend.
Think I lost count all them nights I laid awake. Know it brings me peace when I think about it.
Unks, look, I think first and foremost, I got to start and express my gratitude to God, to the people around me, my family, the support system. It's been amazing, and even to the fans as well. You know, it's been amazing in that sense. But ultimately, I didn't win. I've healed very quickly, Wolverine. I've healed very quickly, but ultimately, Smith has sat wherever he sat, knowing that he got the win. Everything went well in camp. Camp was good. Preparation was good. Everything was good, and we got in there. And credit to Smith, he fought very well, and he came out on top. You know, there's nothing for me to say to discredit him or any excuses I've got on my behalf. You feel me? Like, I felt he did what he had to do and he came out on top. I didn't get the win. I lost in like, what, 9 years? You feel me? So that was something different. You know, after a fight, it's always a certain way because I always win. I had that expectation myself to win. And what I said to myself is that all these plans I had lined up, you know, when I win the fight. I think my biggest thing now is to execute those plans, but a bigger scale. Even though I didn't win, I have to execute those plans as though I had won. And it's the best healer for me. My family, my support, my faith is healing me. My family's healing me, and charity is going to heal me a lot. So, I'm still a winner.
What I noticed was the wonderful relationship that you had with your dad. You let your dad into the camp.
Yeah, listen, my dad plays a major role in what I do, you know. My dad is a major support in what I do. My dad is a major reason in what I do. And he won't know this, but, you know, growing up, I wanted my dad to say, well done to me in something that I was doing. I wanted my dad to always say, I'm proud of you. I wanted my dad to say, you're a man. Let me word it in this way. You want to be verified by your dad to be a legitimate man, to say, you know what, I respect you. The icing on the cake of everything would have been to get the win, because my dad would have been round. He was round. He would have got in a ring, and I could say, Pops, like, I won again. You feel me? But it didn't go that way, and he's been a massive support system to me. It's amazing to have my dad round. People look at me and they have all these questions for me, and I'm like, look at Mr. Buatsi. That's Mr. Buatsi. Yeah, I'm Mr. Buatsi too, but he's the main guy. You feel me? So it was nice to have my dad around. A special moment, a very, very special moment. A moment that I will cherish. A moment that I want to create more of. And to his eye, he saw what the few days leading up to the fight is like, because usually he sees the day of the fight, just like everyone else from that lens. But he came, he saw the weight cut, what we do before, how we meditate on the Word of God, how we really depend on what we're reading, and, you know, pray to kind of gas ourselves up and stuff like that. You know, he saw all of that. He loved it. But
what I also noticed as well, when obviously Kevin was leading in prayer in the changing room, your dad has stepped up as well to sort of like offer his prayers as well.
Yeah, man. Listen, what my dad does is unseen, but I know it and he knows it. And it's a lot of scriptures that my dad sends me, and a lot of motivation and encouraging that my dad does for me most of my fights, especially when we are, you know, when we're getting closer to it. he ups the messages that he sends me, the prayers, the thoughts to dwell on, the encouragement, things to ponder on. He changes gear, you know what I mean? And the closer we get. So it was only natural for him to do that in a change room when Kevin was praying for me, for my dad to have a say in it. It was only natural, you know. And you know, I said something to my dad and I was like, had I have won this fight as I planned, I could have told you the plan. I beat Smith, then I do this. I could have told you that plan. But the beauty in all of this, and it's ironic that I'm saying beauty, is that I didn't win the fight. So now the plan and what route I'm going to take, I don't know. Only God knows. I genuinely don't know it. Only God knows. And it will end with me on top. I don't know how. I can't see it. And that's what upsets me, because I'm like, damn, I lost the fight. I don't know what's going to happen. Another painful thing is I lost to somebody that is a great champion, by the way. Let me not take credit from Smith. But I lost to someone that I know I can beat. I didn't get out of the ring and thought, boy, I could never beat that guy. Nah, I left the ring thinking, you lost the fight, Josh, but you know you can beat him. Do you know what I mean? And while we talk about Smith, let me pay respect to the Smith family. Honestly, lovely guys. Lovely guys. Listen, I haven't got a bad word to say about them. Not a bad word to say about all the brothers and the dad. I kept on bumping into the dad every single day, about 2-3 times a day, in the little eating area, every time. And it was weird because I'm thinking, I'm planning to smash your son's face in about 3 or 4 days time, and he's probably looking at me thinking, my son's about to smash your face in 3 or 4 days time. But we put that aside. We said hi to each other every time we've seen each other. How you doing? Are you okay? I saw the Smith family. I spoke to them. How you doing, guys? Are you okay? We spoke. Like, I didn't speak to Callum because I knew that, look, I'm going to fight you in a few days time, so after the fight we can talk. But I knew the family prior to the fight, and there was no disrespect from them to me. There was no any weird thing, you know. The only thing is Liam coming in my change room and complaining about watching my gloves get tired or something like that. But if I had a brother that was fighting, I'll do the same thing.
Tape, mate. I'm watching tape. I'm the last watching tape. Inspector, can you tell him? Come on.
Do you know what I mean? So I didn't bite. I just said, look, let him come in. You can look at the gloves if you want, you know. But great family.
Let's get into the fight as well now. Like, I don't know if we should go round for round or we can take a couple rounds at a time. But speak to me about the first couple rounds.
The first few rounds were me just trying to dominate. Smith, I think, won a few of the earlier rounds. I came back. I hurt him early, but I don't think he was that hurt. Fast forward to that, we're 6 rounds in now. In my head, he's up. I'm like, damn, Smith is up. Round 6, he's absolutely pulverizing me left, right, center. I'm like, Josh, you signed up for boxing. This is part of the sport. So I'm getting there, and I'm thinking, in that moment, I'm thinking, damn, champ, usually I'm handing out the punishment. But today, I'm taking the punishment. And round 6 is happening. He's literally having his way, and I'm like, yeah, this is a long day for me today. I said, but we're going to have to thug it out. I'm going to bite it down and thug it out. I said, he's having his moment now, but my moment will come again. And I think that same round, I hurt him in the end with a left hook. And showed him that you almost got me, but I got you back. And just know that I can always get you back. You got me, but I can always get you back too. And it's still a fight. You know, I'm never out of a fight. The only thing I learned from the fight with Smith is I've got balls. We all say we've got balls as fighters. We all think it. We all believe it. The only thing I learned from that fight, which I don't think I had to learn from that fight, but I learned that I've got balls, you know. The going got tough. I said, cool. We're going to thug it out. I'm going to be there. I'm going to have my moment too. And that round onwards, I had my way too. I had my moments. He had his moments. Even in that round, he caught me with a big right hand. And I remember trying to hug him. I'm like, come on, slow down a bit, Smith. But I said, never mind. Do what you're doing now, because I'm going to get you back. and I made sure I got him back, you know. But it was a good fight. Disappointing I didn't win it. It wasn't about not being in my groove. I think Smith fought the right fight, and in my opinion, he did cleaner work. You know, that's when I look at the fight. I said, okay, both had their moments, but I felt Smith did cleaner work, and that's what it was. So it wasn't about not being in my groove, because even after the round where, you know, we've both been hurt, I felt I recovered quick. The next round was round 7. I came out, won that round 8, took that round 2. Do you know what I mean? So there's positives to take from it. Overall, there's a huge disappointment because I didn't win the fight. I didn't win the fight. No matter how much we break it down, how much we go round and round in circles, Smith got the win. Smith's hand was raised at the end of the fight.
But it's been so early into the year, and everyone's calling that the fight of the year at the moment as well.
So let me tell you one thing. I don't want to be in the fight of the year. I'm not interested in being in the fight of the year, because that means you took punishment, your opponent took punishment, it went back and forth, it was seesawed, you hurt him, they hurt you. I don't want to be in a fight of the year contender or whatever it is. I'm not interested in that, you know. The sport and the business that we're in, you want to be the one dishing it out and getting out of there, you know. So that isn't something that warms my heart or, you know, makes me feel good. For the fans, yeah, it was a good night for them, and they earned their money. And I saw, even mid-fight, people were screaming, the crowd was getting mad, and I was thinking they must be enjoying it. I said, but I'm in here trying to make sure I enjoy my moments too, you know. But I don't want to be fight of the year contenders, you know. I wanted to get the performance of the night. That comes by winning, and usually in a dominant way, and that's what I always aim for.
Okay. Just putting the fight on pause at the moment. You was mentioning about the crowd, Riyadh, Saudi. Do you want to express sort of like how happy?
Yeah, look, I've heard a lot of stuff about how the crowd are quiet and all of this stuff, but I didn't experience that. My fight with Smith, it was loud. Maybe I'm making up noise in my head, but I didn't experience this quiet crowd that people talk about. They were absolutely going mad, especially after the 6th round. When the 7th started, I could hear a roar. Like, I was thinking, oh, we're really in the fight. You know, there was applause at the end of the fight. I've been told many times that there was a standing ovation. Like, everyone just stood up naturally to applaud the pair of us, you know. So the crowd in Riyadh, from my experience, they were good. But like I said, I don't want to be in fights like that where it's back and forth. You have your go, they have theirs, you know. I want to be the dominant force. With all of the madness, and in all of the madness, the aim would have been to come out on top, and I didn't. So what can I say? I can talk and describe all the madness and the scenario and how exciting it was, and how a movie like it was, but and how much of a fairy tale story it was, but it wasn't, because I didn't come out on top. I didn't win that fight, you know. So that's where the disappointment is, you know. Say all we want to say, but I spent months away in camp. I had no Christmas, had no New Year. My birthday's coming up in about, what, 2 weeks? Ain't nobody did nothing for that. You know, I'll be grateful to God that I lived to see 32. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, the healing is going to be in charity. And the energy I have now towards things that I do outside the ring has to be as though I won. I can't now switch up on God just because I didn't win. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm really trying to lock in on. You know, don't switch up just because you didn't get the win. I didn't get the win, but I still got to stand up tall, stand up straight, and try and do my part.
When does that work commence for you in terms of the
it's already begun. It's an ongoing thing. I guess there's more emphasis on it when I'm outside the ring, when I'm not fighting, but also when I have my time in Ghana. Do you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that more than anything. I've done my part. I fight. You know, we get paid, and with that money, what we do with it as individuals is different. But you know, this is an area where mine goes into, so I'm really looking forward to it.
And when you was coming down, I saw you go over to Turkey. Are you?
Yeah.
Did you
So,
want to
yeah.
tell
So I
us
went
what
over
happened?
to Turkey, and he said, "I want to see you fight again." And I said, "Let's do it." I said, "Turkey, don't be saying this because there's cameras on." He said, "1 minute, bro." He said, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm a man of my word. You know, I've said I want to see you fight again, and we're gonna make it happen. So, you know, if he forgets, it's been filmed, so we could just play it to him. You know what I mean? But look, he seemed to have been impressed or happy with what he saw, and he wants to see me fight again, and we're gonna make it happen. I think in the changing room, the most important thing that somebody brought to my attention was, they said, "Josh, check it out. Look in your changing room." I said, "What about my changing room?" And he said, "The same people that were in your changing room before the fight, each and every single one of them are here in your changing room after the fight. The same people were sat there. We were quiet amongst ourselves because we weren't happy with the result. It wasn't what we prepared for." But he said the same people that were there before are the same people that are there now. And massive credit to our team and the people around me. You've seen the support system around me, and they are amazing people, man. And they've done to me what I would do to somebody else had they have lost, you know, to try and bring them as much comfort and as much encouragement. So I'm forever grateful for each and every single one of them. You know, after the fight, it's been very unpredictable. I ended up in Dubai. I met a lot of my boys from Ghana, and they came to the fight. Some of them came to the fight, and the others were in Dubai. But I think what happened wasn't organized. But we all ended up in Dubai at the same time. We all linked up. Had a little gathering on our yacht, and it was amazing because some of these boys know what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to achieve. They're following the story, and they're cool guys, man. They've got amazing journeys themselves. They're not boxers, but I like what they're doing. And there was a moment where a song came on called, I think it says "Joy is Coming," and they sang that around me, and it was a reminder that, champ, you didn't win 2 days ago, but joy is coming. And it was I'm battered and bruised. I'm sitting there, I'm watching them vibes. We're all just chilling together. There's about 10 of us. We're just chilling together, and it came on, and they surrounded me and sang that song, and the whole theme and the emphasis was that joy is coming. So I remain optimistic that my time is coming, my moment is coming, and big thank you to them for that. That was very uplifting, for sure.
Silence the noise in my mind, Lord. Silence the noise in my mind. 'Cause I wanna hear you, Lord. I wanna hear you. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. 'Cause I wanna see you. Oh, I wanna see you.
Scotty C got this one.
See you.